Do it!
Rowan Mayfair's journey in Mayfair Witches. Season 1 is a tale of power, mystery, and dark family secrets. From discovering her latent abilities to navigating her connection with the enigmatic Lasher, Rowan's transformation is as haunting as it is captivating. How did she go from a skilled neurosurgeon to the heir of a witch dynasty entangled in a supernatural prophecy? And what does her story mean for the future of the Mayfair family? Welcome back to Your Nerdy Show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Stick around as we dive deep into Rowan Mayfair's origins and uncover everything that happened to her in Season 1. Awakening the Witch Within. Backstory of Rowan. Rowan Mayfair's story begins with a powerful discovery of her latent abilities, setting the stage for a journey filled with mystery, danger, and self-discovery. As a brilliant neurosurgeon, Rowan is no stranger to high-pressure situations, but nothing prepares her for the revelations about her origins and the dark forces tied to her family. It all starts with a desperate attempt to help her adoptive mother, who is battling a returning cancer diagnosis. Rowan pleads with Dr. Keck to advocate for her with Daniel Lemla, a pioneer in stem cell research. But when her request is dismissed and her character insulted, something within her snaps. In an unintentional surge of power, she ruptures Dr. Keck's artery, marking the first glimpse of the deadly abilities she carries. Her powers resurface when Daniel Lemley becomes her next target, following an unpleasant encounter that reveals his troubling qualities as a boss. Despite these displays of power, Rowan's life takes a tragic turn as she fails to save her mother, offering only comfort in her mother's final moments. That same night, Rowan's world grows even stranger when she encounters the enigmatic Lasher for the first time. His appearance signals a deeper connection to a dark, supernatural realm she has yet to understand. Rowan's questions about her true identity intensify when she learns that her mother lied about her origins, claiming she was adopted from the South Bay Adoption Agency. Seeking clarity, Rowan meets with a psychiatrist, but her frustrations lead to another near-deadly encounter. Fleeing the hospital, she inadvertently kills a flock of crows in the parking lot, a chilling display of her untamed powers. Troubled by the chaos she has caused, Rowan buries the crows at the beach, where she experiences a vivid dream of her mother. This dream leaves her with a sense of foreboding and the feeling that she is being watched. Her suspicions prove correct when she meets Cyprian, a man who reveals he has been tracking her. Though he urges her to trust him, Rowan resists, inadvertently placing him in an unresponsive state with her touch. Searching his phone, she discovers unsettling details about his surveillance of her, and, more shockingly, a photograph of her biological mother. This discovery sends Rowan to New Orleans, where she hopes to find answers. In New Orleans, Rowan finally meets her mother, Deirdre Mayfair, but before they can truly connect, tragedy strikes. Deirdre is murdered just as she steps off an elevator, leaving Rowan with more questions and a growing sense of vulnerability in a world that feels increasingly dangerous. In the wake of Deirdre's shocking murder, Rowan finds herself thrust into a whirlwind of suspicion and intrigue. Questioned by the police, she is left with little time to process her grief. Amid this chaos, Rowan meets her great-aunt Carlotta, whose presence hints at the secrets and complexities within the Mayfair family. Seeking refuge and answers, Rowan reconnects with Cyprian, who takes her to his safe house. There, Cyprian reveals the reasons behind his surveillance and introduces Rowan to the existence of Lasher, a mysterious and powerful being bound to her family. His revelations provide a clearer picture of the dangers surrounding Rowan, but they also leave her grappling with the weight of her heritage. During her stay, Rowan briefly interacts with Cyprian's pregnant sister, Odette, offering a glimpse of Cyprian's personal life and the stakes he faces. However, their safety is short-lived, as the group is forced to evacuate the apartment due to the escalating threat of Lasher. Determined to find the Mayfair house and uncover more about her lineage, Rowan embarks on a solitary journey through the streets of New Orleans. As she searches, Rowan encounters Lasher, who uses his ability to appear as various people in an attempt to manipulate her. His most unsettling guise is that of her mother, Deirdre, trying to lure her into accepting his influence. Realizing the deception, Rowan rejects his advances and returns to Cyprien's apartment, shaken but resolute. Back at the apartment, Cyprien reveals a startling discovery. Through his ability to see the past by touching objects, he witnessed Rowan's birth. This vision also showed him that Deirdre loved Rowan deeply, a poignant revelation that gives Rowan some comfort amid the turmoil. With Lasher growing bolder, Rowan understands that the only way to survive and confront this threat is to master her own abilities. Cyprien, offering his support, promises to help her navigate this treacherous path, setting the stage for Rowan's transformation from a vulnerable outsider into a force capable of standing against Lasher.
I thought you might want to see some photos of your mother.
A ritual to end the curse. Rowan's journey takes a darker turn as her connection to Lasher deepens, despite her efforts to resist his influence. One night, she awakens from a vivid dream involving both Cyprien and Lasher, a disturbing mix of desire and unease that hints at the power he holds over her subconscious. This unsettling start to her day is followed by her attendance at her mother's funeral, where she is invited to the old Mayfair house for the reception. At the house, Rowan uncovers more about her mother's life from Carlotta and meets Jojo, who reveals that Rowan is the 13th witch and the Mayfair designee. As she navigates these revelations, Cortland attempts to sway her perspective by calling Lasher a gift meant for her. However, the discovery of her mother's necklace becomes a pivotal moment. When Rowan unknowingly puts it on, she establishes a powerful bond with Lasher, leading Carlotta to take drastic action. Fearing the danger Lasher poses, Carlotta sets the house on fire in an attempt to kill Rowan. Cyprien intervenes to save her, but is gravely injured in the process, leaving them both trapped as Lasher seals the house. In this perilous situation, Lasher's hold over Rowan intensifies. He places both her and Cyprien in a supernatural thrall, trapping them in an endless loop, while Cyprien's stab wound worsens, amplified by Lasher's dark powers. As Rowan becomes aware of the manipulation, she desperately tries to escape. Unable to break free, she bargains with Lasher, agreeing to stay if he releases Cyprien. Lasher complies, revealing to Rowan that every event leading to this moment has unfolded because of her hidden desires. Lasher's attempts to manipulate Rowan culminate in his demand that she kill Carlotta. Rowan initially refuses, but when Carlotta tries to coerce her into jumping from the balcony, mirroring the fate of her grandmother Antha, Rowan acts in self-defense, killing Carlotta. This moment solidifies the bond between her and Lasher, as the necklace further strengthens their connection.
Keep going!
The link becomes so potent that Lasher is able to reach Rowan even at Cyprien's apartment, bypassing the Talamasca's protective wards. He declares that he is a part of her, an inseparable force. When Cyprien suggests taking the necklace to the Talamasca, Rowan reacts defensively, pushing him away in frustration. After calming down, she confesses that Lasher is in her head and ultimately gives the necklace to Cyprien, hoping to rid herself of the bond. Determined to sever ties with Lasher, Rowan seeks answers from Cortland, who introduces her to the idea of a transference spell. Gathering with other Mayfair witches, they perform the ritual, calling upon the designees of the past to bless their efforts. With their approval, Lasher is finally detached from Rowan, seemingly choosing Tessa as his new host. Fate of Rowan. What happened to her? Rowan's journey takes a pivotal turn when she discovers she is pregnant. Seeking answers about her condition and her connection to Lasher, she begins searching for Tessa, hoping Lasher might provide clarity. However, Rowan learns that Tessa has been abducted by witch hunters, and Lasher is mysteriously absent. Desperate for a lead, Rowan turns to Alonzo, offering her blood to help him track Deirdre's heart, which ultimately leads them to the same group of hunters holding Tessa captive. At a warehouse in Jean Lafitte, Rowan confronts the witch hunters. Using her powers, she subdues them and rescues Tessa from the fire they've set. Tragically, Keith, one of the hunters, returns and shoots Tessa. With her dying breath, Tessa urges Rowan to avenge her death. Fueled by grief and rage, Rowan puts the necklace back on, summoning Lasher once again. In the chaos that follows, Rowan pursues Keith through the woods. Weakened by blood loss and unable to continue, she commands Lasher to finish the hunt. Lasher burns Keith alive, exacting vengeance for Tessa. As Rowan lies on the ground, Too weak to move, Lasher instructs her to look deep into her wound, unlocking access to a space of ancestral knowledge within her mind. There, Lasher shows her how to heal herself, and their connection deepens as they engage in an intimate act, allowing him to embody her unborn child. When the witching hour arrives, Rowan awakens in the mausoleum, where she is guided by Suzanne, an ancestor, through the birth of her child. This moment grants Rowan immense power and profound knowledge of her lineage. Armed with this newfound strength, she confronts Cortland, learning the horrifying truth that he raped her mother and orchestrated her death. Enraged, Rowan uses her powers to encase Cortland in stone, leaving him as a permanent reminder of his betrayal. Accepting her child, baby Lasher, as her own, Rowan steps out of the mausoleum, radiating strength and determination. Waiting for her outside is Cyprian, but their reunion is far from joyous. Like Cortland, Cyprian seeks to take the child from Rowan, viewing him as a threat. Rowan, however, is unwavering in her decision and issues a chilling warning to Cyprian: stay away from her and her child.
You can't control me.
Our nerdy thoughts. Rowan Mayfair's story in Season 1 is a mesmerizing blend of personal discovery, tragedy, and the awakening of immense power. As she embraces her role as the Mayfair designee and confronts the weight of her lineage, her journey leaves us with burning questions about what's next for her and her child. Will Rowan continue to defy the forces around her, or will her bond with Lasher pull her deeper into the supernatural world? Let us know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into Mayfair Witches and other Gothic tales. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.